Take away the difficult. Whatever. Mama nggak pun no, no, want them to see my pull my head off.
I know you on your number, so you can do better. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, I want you to type on the chat that you can hear me. Yeah. Okay, I think.
I can hear you.
Let me mute everybody. Yeah.
I can hear you.
You can hear me? Okay. Let's type on the chat. If you can hear me, type I can hear you. Okay. And also, if you can see my screen, I want you to type I can hear you. I can see your screen. Okay. Thank you, princesses. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, you can hear me, you can see my screen. Thank you. So princesses, please, we should also if we can, to change our names. I want to see the princess title, and I also want to see your name so that I can be able to call you by your name, not mommy's name or daddy's name. I want to call you by your name. Yes, okay, you can hear me, you can see my screen. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. So my name is Princess Peace, and I'll be the one hosting you today for today's class. So while I think I'll give you like 2 minutes to start changing your name to your princess title. I want to see your name. I don't want to see iPhone because I know iPhone is not your name. I want to see your name. So if you're using a phone, you go to the parts where it's written participants and you can change it from there. If you're using a laptop, just click on the parts where your video is sharing and right click and it will show rename. So you just change it to your name. Okay, I'm saying Princess Tofumi have changed her name. So let me check who else have changed their name. Princess Ella, Princess Giovanna, Princess Rebecca, hi, Princess Jasmine. Hello everyone. Princess Bruno, Princess Bewa. Okay. Okay. Yep. Okay. I can see everybody. Yep. Okay. So I think we have 1 more minute. Let's still wait for others to change theirs. I hope we're not having any difficulty trying to change it. Okay. Yeah, somebody is designing their screen with lots of emojis. That's looking so cute. Okay, so I think we can go on now. We can start off now. Yep. So today's topic says never area rules. So I want you all to look at me, look at my screen, And I'm sure you can see me. You can see my screen being shared, right? But can you still see my face? Okay, thank you. So I want you to demonstrate with me. So I'll do it first and then you demonstrate. Never, area, your body, rules. So for rules, we say thumbs up. For never, we go never. And then for area, show me your whole body. Just demonstrate with your whole body. And then rules. So can we do it? Let's do it together. 1, 2, go. Never, area, and then rules. Thumbs up. Good. So let's try it again. Let's go. Never, area, rules. Well done. Well done. Thank you, mamas. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well done, princesses. Okay, so my name is Princess Peace. I'm just introducing myself again for those of us just joining, and I will be your host for today. And I hope you have fun with me because I really want you to have so much fun with me, right? Okay, so let's go on to our slide for today. So today's topic is never area rules, which is focused on what are those areas we should not, deal with in terms of our body and others, the body parts of others. So today we're going to start with your body and yourself. So it is titled Never Area Rules, My Body Parts and Me. Yes, there are some things you should not do to your body parts. Yes, it's your own, it belongs to you because those parts are very sensitive. There are things you should not do. So before we go, can we type on the chat, what are those examples of those parts of our body that are private to us? So let's type on the chat box. What are those parts of our body that are private to us? So let's type on the chat. Vagina. Okay, thank you, Princess Onyechi. Princess Queen Esther said breast. Thank you. Princess Sumi Shola said my breast. Okay, thank you. Princess Fejio said breast. Princess Fedora said armpits. Thank you. Thank you. Your bum bum. That's Princess Giovanna. Okay. Thank you, princesses. Wow, you all are, yes, your lips, very important. So your lips, your vagina, your vulva, your anus. So, yeah. Okay, thank you, thank you. Well done, Prince. Your lap, that is your thigh region. Well done, princess. Your mouth, your nipples, your butt. Wow, wow, that's really good. Princesses, wow, thumbs up for you all. Thumbs up that you know this part. So we're going to pause on the chat for now. So I want us to pay attention now. So there's something else I would want us to know before we progress. Please, one rule for today's class, no one should write on my screen. I want you all to pay attention to what I have to say because it's only when you pay attention you'll be able to learn from today's class. So I hope you promise me not to play and start typing on my screen and drawing on my screen, and that we should pay attention when it's needed. Thank you, Princess. So we can stop on the chat for now so we can pay attention. Okay, so now what are those things you should not do to your own body parts? What are those things you should not do to your own body parts? First of all, you should not play with your private body parts. So you see all those parts you were mentioning on the chat now, your breast, your vagina, your lips, your anus, your thigh region, those parts, you should not play with them. So pause. I think someone is writing on my screen. I gave a rule on that. I gave a rule on that and someone don't want to listen to Princess Peace. That's not fair. I know we are obedient children, so let's pay attention. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so don't play with these parts because they are very, very important to you and they are very sensitive. No, don't play with your body parts. So the next thing, what is the other thing you should not do to yourself? So now, maybe some princesses used to do this, or maybe they are not here. I'm going to say those princesses are not here. For example, you go out with mommy to the supermarket, or you go to church, And you're like, oh, mommy, my body is itchy. I'm hot. I want to pull my clothes. I want to pull my skirt. I want to pull my trousers. I want to pull off my dress. Ah, princess, that is not allowed. As a body smart princess, you should not take off your clothes in public. You should know what? Take off your clothes in public. Some of us can be like, but I'm feeling itchy, I'm uncomfortable. No, still not okay to take off your clothes in public. And even if you get to your gate, you get to your house, your home, the environment, the compound, and you're like, oh, I'm home, I can pull off my clothes. Ah, princess, you have neighbors outside, right? You have security men outside, right? You have people passing around. Is that okay to do? So the thing is that when you get to the house, go to your room, not even inside the kitchen or your sitting room. Go to your room and take off your clothes. You should not take off your clothes in public. You should not play with your private body parts. Those are the things you should not do to yourself. So princesses, I want us to pay attention, put this in memory, because I'm going to come back and find out those of us that have been paying attention to the class. So let's proceed to the next slide. So the next never area rule is focused on me and others' body parts. Yes, there is something you can do for other people too. You and other body parts. So now, what are those things you should not do to other people's body parts? Because I know, princess, that we've heard this golden rule before that say, do unto others what you want them to do to you, right? If you've heard this before, type it on the chat box. If you've heard this before, do unto others what you want them to do to you. If you've heard it before, just type yes, I have on the chat box. Okay, thank you, Dawn, Princess Dawn. Thank you, Princess. Okay, yes, I have. Princess Fiayo, okay? Princess Jessica, Princess Queen, thank you. Yes, I have. Well done. So that means we're on a good start today. Thank you, princesses. So now let's pause and then we listen. Let's pause on the chat and then we listen. Never do to others what you would not want them to do to you. So now let's look at those things that we should not do to others. First, you should never touch anyone's nipples. So the nipples is on the breast, right? We know where it's located. We should not touch anyone's what? Nipples. You should never touch anyone's vulva. Yes, your vulva is the area where your urine comes out from when you want to urinate. That area. Don't touch people's vulva. Don't touch anyone's vagina. The vagina is also located in the vulva area too, beneath like the part where you urinate. You should not touch anyone's vagina. You should never touch anyone's buttocks, your butt cheek. Someone is standing and you go and hit their bum bum. Oh, I'm just playing with you. Not okay, not allowed. We should not play with anyone's buttocks. So let's go to the next thing we should not do to others. We should never touch anyone's anus. Yes, don't do that. You should never touch any boy's penis. Don't say, oh, what is that? I want to touch it. No, it's their private. You should not touch it. And you should never touch any boys, their testicles. Don't touch it. It's all located in their penis area. You should not touch it. Not okay. So these are parts of people's bodies we should never, ever touch. Everybody do the never sign. Let me see the never sign. Let me see the never sign. Yes, never. You should never. Thank you, princesses. Yes, we should never touch anyone's nipples. We should never touch anyone's vulva. So now let me see those of us that have been listening to us. So type on the chat box, what are those things you should not do to your own body parts, your own private body parts? What are those things you should not do? I mentioned 2 things you should not do to your body parts. So type it. Let's see. We should not play with them. Okay, thank you, Princess Fiayo. Okay, what are those things you should not do? Okay, don't play with my body part. I should not play with my private part. Never play with it. Okay, can we be specific? I mentioned 2 things we should not do. Don't play with your body part. So what's the second one? What's the second one we should not do? Yes, thank you, Princess. We should not open our body in public. Yes, yes, we should not open your clothes in public. Yes, never play with your nipples. Thank you, thank you. So now type, what are those things you should never do to other people? In work, in your relationship with other people, what are those things you should never do to their body parts? Okay. Do not touch boys' private parts. Yes, do not touch the breast, do not touch, okay. Do not touch other people's buttocks. Very important. Do not touch, okay. Thank you so much, princesses. Thank you. It shows you're paying attention. Do not touch a boy's buttocks. Do not touch other people's vulva. Thank you, Princess. Princess Joyful says, okay, that was for the first question. Do not open your clothes. Very, very important. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Princess. So I think now we can move on to the next slide. Well done. You're all paying attention. Well done. So let's move on to the next slide. So now, what should you, so now this never area rule is focused on things you should never do to, like other people should not do to you. What others should not do to you, my body parts and others. My body parts and others. So now let's look at those things that other people should not do to you. Yes, maybe some people used to do it before. Princess, it is not okay. So that's why you're here today in the Body Smart Bootcamp to learn that there are things that you should not do, like others should not do to your own body. The first one is that no one should touch you on your nipples. It is not okay. No one should touch you on your nipples. No one should touch you on your vulva. No one should touch you in your vagina. Princess, very, very important. And then no one should touch your buttocks. Not because of play and say, oh, we're just playing. No, if that happens, you should go and report to mommy, go and report to daddy. No one should touch your anus. These parts are parts that are very sensitive to you, very private to you. Don't believe people that say, oh, I'm just playing with you. No, it's your private parts. They should not play with it. Do you understand? You can do other play. You can run around. You can do other play. But when it comes to your body parts, they should not play with your body part. They should not touch your body parts. Very, very important. So now let's go to the next slide. The next slide now is focused on additional points, other things that you should know that are very also part of the never area rules. One of them is this, that it is wrong for someone to take their clothes off in front of you. Maybe you are in school and your friend is saying, I want to show you my pants. And then they're taking off their clothes. Or even if it's an adult, it is not okay for someone to take off their clothes in front of you. Just if this happened, in fact, if it's an adult, you can like, oh, let me give you your privacy. You can change, maybe you can say maybe your older sister, you have your older sister. You see, this is why, as a younger one, you have your older sister tell you, please, can you leave the room? I want to change. I'm sure we've heard that before, right? Our sisters have told us that, oh, please leave the room. I want to change. And we should respect them for that. We should not say, no, I want to stay in the room. I want to see you put off your clothes in front of me. No, we shouldn't do that. We should respect their privacy, excuse them, and then when they're done, you can come back into the room. I hope we'll do that, right? Because we are body smart girls, so we'll do the right thing when it comes to our body. Okay, my voice is low. Please, is everyone experiencing the same thing? Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me very well? If you can hear me loud, just type loud. If you can hear me low, type low. So we'll know. Okay. Loud. Okay, I'm seeing loud. Okay. So I think if you can't, because almost everyone can hear me loud, so I think it might have to do with your device if you can't hear me very clearly. So maybe you can leave the meeting and join back in again to see if that will improve the sound for you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, okay, so let's proceed. Let's proceed. So we can stop there now. Let's proceed. So another thing is that it is wrong for someone to touch their private body parts in front of you. Yes. Don't say we are just playing. He's just showing me his breast. He's just showing me his penis. She's just showing me a vagina. No, it is not okay. If that happens, maybe you have a visitor, your friend, and then you are in the room and the person just opened their clothes and start showing you. Please don't sit there. Leave the room and go and tell mommy about it. Go and tell daddy about it, that this is what is happening. You tell the person to stop and go and report it. Don't put it that we are just playing. Princesses, I hope we can hear this because it is very, very important. We shouldn't put it that we are just playing. And the next one is that it is wrong for someone to ask you to touch his or her private body parts. Whether an adult, whether your friend, it is wrong that they will say, oh, Princess Oluchuku, come and touch my private part. No, not okay. Or Princess Dabira, if someone said that to you, run, go and report. Tell them no, like say the no very well and go and report because it is not okay. And another one here says, you should never accept to take your clothes off in front of someone when they ask you to. You might be in school or in church, you go to the bathroom and your friend says, can you pull off your clothes? I want to see your pants. Is your pants new? Those kind of things. No, no, no. Tell them, no, sorry, I can't pull up. I can, when I enter inside the bathroom, I can do my own thing there, but I can't pull my clothes in front of you. I can't pull my skirts down in front of you. Princess, it is not okay. It is not, and even it's not even okay to pull other person's own and say, oh, it's just play. I know some people do that in school. Maybe the person is just walking on the road and someone just come in the class and just pull their skirt down and everybody start laughing. That is not okay. It is not, if that should even happen to someone you don't even know, go and report for the person because it is not okay. That is the person's private. It is not okay. So princesses, I hope we are paying attention. Okay. I hope we are paying attention. Let's stop typing on the chat and then let's put it this way first. Okay. I'm going to close the chat box for now. Yeah. So that we can all pay attention. I want us to pay attention. So no more chatting for now. When it's time to chat, I'll open it up here. Okay, so the next additional point here says, do not accept for anyone to take a photo or video of you when your clothes are off. Maybe now you are in your room, you're taking off your clothes, you're just with your pants, and then somebody brought their phone camera and is taking you picture. Don't start posing and smiling and giving them different styles when your clothes are not, when you're not putting on your clothes. What you do is immediately tell them to stop. If you can grab your towel, immediately grab it and cover yourself up and tell them to stop. And when you're done properly changing, you let mommy know that this is what happened. It is not okay for someone to take pictures of you naked. That your clothes is not, you're not putting on your clothes and then they are taking a picture of you naked. It is not okay. Princesses, do it like this. Put your hand like this, let me see, and say not okay. It is not okay for someone to take a photo or video of me when my clothes are off. It is not okay. Thank you so much. So the next one, it says, it is wrong for someone to show you photo or videos of people without their clothes on. Princess, if this has happened before, it is not okay. Maybe you are in the class, or maybe, okay, in the class, people don't have access to phone. At home, your friend comes to pay you a visit, and then they on their tablet, they are showing, oh, look at this person, he's not putting on clothes, and all of you are laughing. That's not okay. And if that happened by mistake, maybe you're maybe doing one of your app games, those kind of things, and something like that pops up, just go and tell mommy immediately that this is what happened. It's not okay to watch. It's not okay for someone to take photo of you naked, and also it's not okay for you to see another person naked, like as a photo or in a video, it is not okay. It's their private. It's respect for them, also respect for yourself too. And then it is wrong for someone to lie on you with or without their clothes on. It is not okay. So, Princess, you see all these things we are putting out there. If that ever happens, it is something you should go and report to your mom about. If somebody wants to do that, someone put up their clothes in front of you and want to lie on you, it is not okay, princesses. It is not okay. And then the next one says it is wrong for someone to run their private body area against any part of your body. It is not okay that someone runs their breast or any part of their body that is private to them against your own body. It is not, even though the person is telling you, oh, it's just play, we are doing daddy and mommy play, acting play. No, princess, it is not okay. You should tell them to stop immediately. Go and report. Don't take it that it is just play. We're just doing acting play. I know acting play is fun, but when it comes to that situation and that happens, quickly go and tell mommy or daddy, or if it's in school, tell your teacher. Somebody is writing on my screen. Okay, thank you for removing it. Thank you. Please, let's not do that again. Thank you. Okay, the next additional point, and I think this is the last one. Yep, it's the last one. He said, it is wrong for someone to peep at you while bathing or dressing up. So this is two things. Don't peep at someone when they are having their bath or they are dressing up. And also, it is not okay when others do the same for you. Maybe your siblings, your elder sister, or you are having your bath and your sister comes in to come and peep in. Tell them, please, can you excuse me? I'm having my bath. And then when you're done, you can come out to me. Or maybe your friend comes to visit you, and because you need to take a quick shower, let them know. Or maybe an adult comes to the house and you were having your bath and the uncle was peeping while you were having your bath. Please, princess, when you're done dressing up, go and tell mommy about it. Don't be scared. Don't be, quiet about it. Don't be quiet about it. Don't be scared about it. Let them know that this is what happened. I was having my bath, I was dressing up, and this uncle was peeping through the door. Because it's for your safety. If you are quiet, it will get you into danger more. But when you talk about it, your parents are aware. Okay, the next one says it is wrong for someone to call you his wife. How many of us, if this have happened to you before, let me open the chat. If this have happened to you before, that somebody is calling you my wife, please can you type yes on the chat? So the chat is open to type. You can type on it now. So if this have happened before, someone says yes in a game. Okay, thank you, Princess Fia, for telling me. That's nice. Thank you. In a game, okay, yes, yep, okay, yep. Oh, so now, Princess, we are learning today that it is not okay for someone to call you his wife. You are not somebody's wife. You are a princess growing up. By the time you get older, yes, definitely you get married and you will be someone's wife. But right now, no. Yes, daddy can call you his baby because you are daddy's baby. So we're talking about when someone calls you their wife. Okay, someone said no, it hasn't. And if that should happen, let mommy know about it. Even though they are playing, like yes, they will say, oh, it's just play. You can tell them, please, politely, that I'm not your wife, or I don't like you calling me that. And then you tell mommy about it too. Okay. If it's in a game, you can tell the person in a game too, please, I am not your wife, that kind of thing. If it's a game you're playing with somebody, okay, never. Some people said never. Someone in my school will not leave me alone. Okay, let me see, princess. I want to see the princess. Princess Isabella. Okay. Maybe when it's time for us to talk, I would unmute it, Princess Isabella. If it's your friend trying to you're telling the person to stop and the person doesn't want to listen, the person is still doing it, I think you should then let mommy know when you get home, and so that they will know how to deal with the matter. So this, will I say, brings us to this session, but I have some questions for us. So now let me know if you've been paying attention. So what are those things? What are those things other people should not do to you? What are those things other people should not do to you? What are those things other people should not do to you? You can type that. So we learned what others should not do to us. So what are those things other people should not do to us? Okay, don't touch my anus. Thank you, Princess Karen. They should not touch my private. Thank you, Princess Fiayo. Okay, people should not call me their wife. Yes, very important. Others should not touch my private parts. They should not touch my buttocks. Important. Other people should not touch. Very, very important. Very important. Okay, thank you, princesses. Thank you. So I have one more question because I think would open for questions now from your end. So what if, for example, now, how many of us like taking cake and chocolate? So let me pause the chat box for a minute. Yes, because I want us to pay attention to this question I have. Maybe you like ice cream. If you like ice cream here, wave your hand. Let me see your hand waving. You love ice cream so much. Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate ice cream, banana ice cream. Yes, we love ice cream, right? I love ice cream too. So now, what if somebody offers you and say, I'm going to get you your favorite ice cream if you just allow me to take a picture of you naked? Or I'm going to give you your favorite ice cream if you just allow me to touch your privates. What would you do? So I'm going to open the chat box now. So let me know. Would you say because I love ice cream? Or yeah, do what you want to do. Let me know. What would you do? Okay. Thank you. So what would you do if that should happen? Someone wants to offer you your favorite. Say no, never. Thank you, Princess Nelly. Say, I will say no. Yes, yes, yes. They should say no. I will not agree. Okay, someone said they didn't hear the question. Okay, the question is, you have this favorite ice cream and then someone offers to get it for you if you are to you pull your clothes in front of them, or they should touch your private. They say, if you allow me to touch your private, I'll buy you this ice cream. So that's the question. I would walk away and tell mommy, yes. So after saying no, what else should you do? Because it's not just saying no, because they can still want to do it again. Don't slap people on their, okay. Okay. So they might still want to do it again. Others should not peep when you're okay. That's for the previous question. You should run away. Yes, run away, walk away. After walking away, what else should you do? Yes, Princess Chidima, report to mommy. Tell mom. And if you're in school, who should you tell in school? I'll run away and tell my parents, okay? I will say no. I'll run away and report. Okay, I will say no, thank you. Yes, yes. And you know, even when you tell mommy that mommy, somebody offered this thing to buy me ice cream, if I should, and then I told the person, didn't know mommy will even say, yeah, come, let me go and buy you ice cream because I'm so proud of you, my daughter. You did the right thing. So report to a trusted adult. So the trusted adults now should be those people mommy have like said, okay, this person is a trusted adult for you. Yes, in school, tell your teacher. At home, tell mommy, tell daddy. Very, very important. Well done, princesses. Well done. So I'm going to close the chat room for, okay, no, I won't close it because I want to hear your question. So for those, so now if you have a question, I want you to signify with the emoji hands, like raise your hands. Let me see if you have a question from today's lesson. If you have a question for today's lesson, raise your hand. So we might not be able to take everybody because of time. So you can type, some of us can type, and for those I will randomly pick, I would ask you to unmute your mic. Okay, so okay, Princess Isabella, yes, I think I said I was going to come to you, right? Okay, Princess Jessica said no question, that's fine. So Princess Isabella, you can unmute your mic.
So any
Sorry, hold on. Is that Princess Isabella?
Yes, ma.
Okay. So what's your question, Princess?
Anytime. So if we're not in school, what if the teachers are for a meeting and they say we should not disturb them and that we should not go, that we should not disturb them while they're on the meeting. How should we
Okay.
do
So
it?
okay, my princess, in this situation, princess, it's an emergency. And what is emergencies about? Emergency is that it's something that needs to be attended to immediately. It's just like, for example, if somebody in school just falls down and is finding it hard to breathe, even though teachers are having a meeting, what will happen? Sure, they'll run to go and meet that person, right?
I can't hear you.
Okay. Princess, can you hear me now? Hello, Princess, can you
Ma,
hear
I
me now?
can't hear you.
Oh, but I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hello, Princess, can you hear me
Yes.
now? Okay. So I
Yes,
said
ma.
that, okay. I'm saying that if somebody is touching you in your private or doing something to you to your private that is not good, what you should do at that time, it's called an emergency situation. What did I say it's called?
An emergency situation.
Yes. So in emergencies, whether teachers are in meeting or not, they respond. For example, if someone that is not feeling well just falls down, like in school, or maybe somebody was playing and hurt themselves so badly, even if a meeting is going on, the teachers will stop their meeting because that is an emergency situation. And for your body private parts, it's also an emergency situation. So
Ma,
you should also, yes? Yes,
but
princess.
there was one time in my school when
Okay.
my friend in my classmate, she injured herself. She
Okay.
fell and injured herself. The teachers were in a meeting, and
Okay.
before our teacher left the class, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
in three, so before our teacher left the class, he said that nobody should come downstairs to interrupt us. And
Okay.
so, and the head girl of the school, I wanted to go and tell her, but she said that we should go back to our class and we should not come out because the teacher said we should not come out from our class. So I I did not know what to do at that point. So I I had to just
Okay.
wait until our teacher came back.
Okay. So in that situation, it is okay to still go and report. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's an emergency situation. It's an emergency situation. Okay. So, but I hope that has answered your question, Princess.
Yes, ma.
Okay. Thank you. So let's quickly go to others. Yeah. Okay. Princess Akerele, you can unmute your mic. Hold on. Yes, okay. You can unmute your mic. And there are some questions in the chat. I will come to it soon. Princess,
Ma,
you can go on. Yes.
ma, I like this class so much
Okay,
because I
thank
learned
you.
a lot from this class.
Wow, thank you so much. Can you share with us what you learned from the class?
I learned that no, we should not look at other people's private parts, and we should not allow other people to touch us in any situation, even if they promise us something.
Okay, wow, thank you. That's very beautiful. Thank you, Princess. Do you have a question?
No.
Okay, thank you so much. You can unmute your mic. So even though you don't have a question, if you can mute your mic now, Princess. So even though you don't have a question, you just want to share what you learned, no problem. So Princess Mirabel, you can unmute your mic. And then after Princess Mabel, sorry. After Princess Mabel, I would read questions from the chat. Okay, Princess Mabel, you can unmute your mic.
I learned that nobody should touch their private parts and someone should not touch their private parts.
Okay, thank you, Princess. Thank you for sharing. Okay, you can mute your mic if that's all. So let me read some questions from the chat. Yes, you can just type your question on the chat if you have. Okay. So someone said, Princess Teniola, please, I think I'm going to look for you so you can tell me what you meant by what if you just put an emoji, tells you to do what, and who is that person? I hope I find you quickly, Princess Teniola. Okay. So Princess Teniola, if you can hear me, you can retype your question because I didn't really get you. So because of time, in case I'm not able to find you. Okay. Yeah, so Princess Teniola, you can type because it will take me some time to find you. So, okay, thank you so much for sharing with us what you learned. Princess, someone said, so there's a question, what if my teacher, okay, I think I've answered that. What if my teacher was not there and my friend touched my butt? So if your teacher wasn't there, when your teacher comes, you should tell your teacher. And also when you get home, tell your mom, because maybe you told your friend to stop and then your friend did not stop. You tell your mom. Okay. Okay, someone is asking, what does anus mean? So the anus is, your butt cheek, right? Your buttocks. And when you want to poop, the hole where the poop comes out from, that's the anus. So it's the hole between the butt cheeks. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What if, so the question, Tiara, here, I think you say, what if mommy sees you without your clothes? Well, that's mommy. Mommy took care of you, washed you for when you were a baby and everything. So, yes. Okay, I think I've answered the anus question. And yeah, I've answered that. So let me unmute for others so if your hands are still up, if you still have a question, I'm going to unmute your mic, okay? Okay, Princess Oluwa Bamishe, can you unmute your mic? You can unmute your mic. And Princess Tamara, if you have a question, you can type it on the chat. Okay, Princess Oluwa Bamishe, are you with us? You have permission to unmute your mic now. Okay, maybe she's not there. So Princess Chimadika, you can unmute your mic. Hello, Princess.
Is it okay if I can sit on my uncle's lap?
Okay, so Princess, why we say it's not okay, because your uncle lab also have his own private, and that the penis area is located around the where the thigh region, the lap where you be seated on. So for your uncle's own body safety, you shouldn't, and also for your own body safety. So that's why it's not okay to. So you can just say, thank you, uncle, I'm comfortable sitting on the chair, like I don't have to come sitting, just tell I'm comfortable where I am. So for their own body safety and your own body safety, no, it's not okay. Does that answer your question, Princess?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can mute your mic now. So let me go to Princess Esther. Okay. Bye. Someone said they have to go to
What's
school.
the meaning of valve?
Okay, the vulva, I think I explained it before. So you know where you want to be, right? Where your urine comes out from. Huh? Princess Esther, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, that area is called your what? Your vulva. So does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. You can
Thank
mute
you,
your
ma.
mic. You're welcome. Yeah. Princess Elsa, oh, I have to look for you. Please, can you type? Let me see if I can find you. Princess Elsa said she wants to say something. Okay, please, Princess. Yeah. So someone asked, what's the nipples? So the nipple is the the tip of your breast. The tip of your breast, that's where you can find the nipple. Okay. The next, okay. So Princess Sharon, you can unmute your mic. Princess Sharon, you can unmute your mic now.
Why am I going to unmute my mic?
Okay, yeah, you have. Yeah, I can hear your voice now. Hello, Princess.
Is your belly button private?
What did you say? I didn't hear you, Princess.
Is your belly button private?
Yes, it's also private too, because it's, except you want to go around showing your stomach, because you also cover your when you cover your body from your breast, you don't just cover only your breast, right? We cover all the way to our stomach down. So it's also private too. It's not something you should, and that place is also very sensitive too, because if someone hurts you there, it's very painful, like, and it can affect a lot. So it's also a part you should protect too. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can mute your mic now. So let's go to Princess Fiayo and Princess Fife. You can unmute your mic.
What does
What does what?
anus mean?
Okay, I think I explained that already. So princesses, now I'm going to explain it again, and I hope this time everybody gets it. So your anus is the hole like in between your butt cheek, like when you want to poop. The point where your poop comes out from, that is the anus. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Why is labs a private part?
What did you say?
Why is your labs a private part?
Okay, it's a private part because for me, wherever your clothes gets to cover very well, that's your private part, right? You can see that the lab area is even more closer to your vulva area, right? Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no way you can say, I'm going to open my lap area without your vulva area not still showing. You can see that's why it covers all the way down. So that's why it's also your private area too. Yeah. So someone asked a question. So let me see if that has been answered on the chat. So let's hold on. So when you said nobody should touch your private, do you mean even your mommy should not touch your private part? So yes, even at the point when, yes, when you are 1 year old, 2 years, 3 years old, and before mommy gets to help you wash your vagina and all those kind of things. But then it's something that you should learn to now do independently yourself. Though most times mommy would still want to help you when you are not washing it clean, because that area needs to be well taken care of. And it's not as though mommy should not. Mommy can help you do that. But what we are saying is that you should learn to be able to do it by yourself over time. So you be able to know how to like protect that part of your body by yourself too. Yeah. So
Hello, princesses. Princess Peace will be joining back shortly.
Let me also quickly.
All right, everyone, leave me a comment. Let me know what you learned today from Princess Peace. Leave me a comment. Leave me a comment. I'm going to read out your comment while we are waiting for Princess Peace. Everyone get on your comment section. Tell me what you learned from Princess Peace today. Thank you.
Hello everyone, so sorry. My network bounced me out. So sorry. Okay. So yes, we really learned a lot today, and I'm so happy that we learned a lot today. As Momor said, I learned that you should not sit on uncle's lap, okay? I learned that to protect your private part. I learned not to touch anyone's private parts. Okay, thank you. Yeah. I should not remove my clothes in public. Yes, very important. I learned that we should not allow anyone to touch our private part. Very important. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can hear me, please let me know. This is right so fast. So if you can hear me, let me know. Okay. Thank you that you can hear me. Yes. So you have a question. Please, if you have a question, you can type it on the chat. Okay, Princess Iro Gamma, you say you have a question. I think trying to find you here. Let me see if I can find you. Okay, yes, I've seen you. You can unmute, Princess. What's your question?
Can I sit on my daddy's lap? Can I sit on my daddy's lap?
Okay, Princess Irogama, you can unmute.
I've unmuted.
Huh?
Can I sit
What
on
did you
my
say?
daddy? I've unmuted.
Well,
Can I
you
sit
can,
on my
but
daddy?
you know what I said about in terms of. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I heard your question. Yes, I heard your question. Yeah, so I said, you know what I said about you're also protecting is also body safety for him and also for yourself. Do you understand?
Yes.
So because if you want to sit now, you have to be very careful the area you're sitting on so that you get to also protect them and also protect yourself too. So it's better you just sit where if it's comfortable for you sitting on the chair, you sit, that kind of thing. Yes. Okay. You can unmute yourself now. So I think okay, we don't have. I'm just going to take just one. Princesses, please. I'm so sorry, we can't take everybody. Princess Irogama, okay, thank you. You've unmuted yourself. So Princess Seaman, I'm going to unmute you. So let us know if you have a question. Do you have a question or you have
Yeah.
something to share?
Yeah. So is rest a private part?
Okay, Princess, you can unmute your mic because I can see your hands up. Okay, what's your question? Yes, Princess, is one of the private parts. Very important. That's why it's always covered and should be covered. Yes. Sorry, Princess, I can't hear you. Unmute again. Unmute again. Okay. Yeah, I can't hear you, but yeah. So let me just, I think we're going to end here, princesses. We're going to end here, and I'm sure we all had a great time today because I had a great time today too. And from everything you've written here, it shows that you all learned a lot, and we are really happy about today's class. So I'm going to mute everybody.
All right, girls, let's hear your goodbyes. Let's hear your goodbyes. You can unmute now. I'm going to give everybody permission to unmute. So now unmute your mics. 1, 2, go. Let's say our bye-byes.
Bye.